Yeah. Take your time.
Sounds good.
Jack, the new gal is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh?
I think we ought to talk.
Please, have a seat. Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
That's really interesting.
Interesting's a word for it.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell her what I need her to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending her to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I have some questions.
Shoot.
Why does Jack have people guarding an old insane asylum?
I don't mind you asking questions. As long as you don't mind me not answering them. If it was important to what I was asking you to do, I'd tell you. In this case, it isn't. Anything else?
What's this missing package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his... Are we good here?
How did this package go missing?
The courier got there and picked up the package just fine, but never got back here. Could be simple bad luck, or it could be a deliberate ambush. That's why I'm sending you. It's important that you recover the missing package. You all set then?
Nothing else.
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
Hey, you, forget something?
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package... Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure. Assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
someone could make a statue out of you like that. Abstract, ideally.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing,
So
Mother.
did you find out
You
what
know
happened
where
to the
she is.
courier?
No, but that doesn't
Your sister
mean...
is missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for, if not to keep the...
They ambushed him.
Better thing to do than
I don't like
sending
raiders
someone to
operating
find
so close to Parsons.
Again.
I hope this isn't the start of something serious.
I'm not
What
going to have
about the
Edward
serum
find
he was
everything
carrying?
just because
Did you
Imogen
get any of
decided
it
to be a
back?
lover again.
Jack, how dare you speak so disrespectfully about your sister? I can't believe you don't care what happens to your...
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
Yeah, figures. Oh well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next. Oh hell, I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
Mother...
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
toss out the troublemakers. You keep that in mind.
Running from something. Welcome home.
Yeah?
So, you're back. Drinks and my pleasant company still available.
Took a walk out in the fens.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! Gal, what's a word?
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I loved the song. It was perfect.
There ain't nothing like real jazz.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. I think I know a fellow performer when I see one. You're good with your words. Know just the right thing to say at the right time. So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
What do you think?
We're all trying to forget something, are we? I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
Oh, really? Go on.
You, me, an evening walk under the streetlights.
And then what?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Please, tell me what you know.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emma Jean, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Emma Jean. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Emma Jean was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Emma Jean's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Lady, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Hey,
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Huh? Don't have no handouts.
hey there.
You stepped through the gate. You got balls.
Yeah?
Enjoy your stay.
Quite the free spirit, aren't you?
Hey. Nothing there now. What the fuck was that?
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference. To transform my life. And maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it. Selling anything, neighbor. I'm giving away the secrets of long life, happiness, and prosperity. Giving them away. What do you say? Ready to take that first step into a new life?
You owe it to yourself to give it a chance.
Not a chance.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I really can't take no for an answer, though. Once you find out all the benefits of being one of the pillars, I think you'll see where I'm coming from. Don't worry. I don't bite. Right this way, neighbor. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Don't be shy. Just follow me. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
Not a lot of situations where stripped down to your socks is the right course of action. You can tell this ain't one of them.
I'm actually just looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. No offense, but you know how women can get sometimes.
Maybe 500 caps will help make her available.
You could buy a lot of funny outfits with that kind of scratch, pal.
Well, that's different. The truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. For 500 caps, I'm happy to make her your problem. Here, let me unlock the door for you. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there. She's all yours, neighbor.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit... younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get going already.
It wasn't my idea for you to come down here poking your nose into my business.
You could be a little more grateful to the person who's rescuing you.
Oh, Thomas would have let me go eventually, but I was getting tired of waiting for him to come to his senses, so... Thank you. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first, but after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Let's get out of here.
Don't worry, I'll find my own way home. I'm not quite ready to face Mother. And... thank you. I really do appreciate you coming to find me. Even though I didn't actually need rescuing.
Hello there.
Quite the free spirit, aren't you?
Edward, are you there?
Hey there.
Not now. This is maddening. Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Gee, now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
What happened?
The guards at Parsons called in that they were under attack. Edward went to help. I've only just been able to raise him, briefly. I didn't get much, but it sounds like the situation there is nearly out of control. I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Hold on, weren't you off looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
Yes, I found her. She's fine.
Oh, good.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Why is that so important?
If these intruders have gotten past Edward's men, they may have freed Lorenzo. I'm the only one who understands exactly how to deal with him. Is that clear enough for you?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Oh, what do you want? I don't need anything right now, thank you.
There we go.
Not enough folks value keeping the old CPU sharp anymore. You know, I'm fluent in uncooperative old machine. You want me to give that terminal a look?
Hey.
There's something you need?
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Count on it. Goodness. They've got this locked down tighter than a... Bingo. Inside, you got, just a bunch of junk in here.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to... cure him. Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
Not sure they're taking new wards, but for us, they might make an exception.
We'll have to find a way around.
Hey.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We're so dead!
Thought we were getting along. No accounting for taste.
Sweet. Yes.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
Kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while, I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
There we go.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the adrenaline field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason. I don't think we were done.
What exactly is going on here?
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack. You too.
There.
What?
What? Huh? More of them? Oh, man, come back! Fight! We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. There's no telling what we'll run into. long mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor. Come on.
What the fuck was that?
Hearing
Who's
shit.
Who's out there?
Show your face! Come on!
Shit's got
I
animals
dare you!
all over it. Playing games.
Warmed up over here!
Need some goddamn
Time is of the essence. Kill them quickly.
Something out there. Lights out for you.
Get down! Get down!
Last.
Ain't my first gun. I'm just getting started.
We don't have time for this.
I don't think we're alone. Yes, we're not alone.
For God's sake, how many of these bastards are there?
Underestimate us again.
Still alive?
God's sake, how many of these bastards are there?
I've done this hundreds of times. Think you'll be any different?
Quit, do ya?
More of them?
That's it.
There we
Give up now? I'll make it quick. Ah!
We cannot let them hold us up.
Come on, girl.
don't have time for this!
Just die!
More of them? Good. The old utility elevator is still working. This will take us to the basement.
Basement.
I'm sure I heard something this time.
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo.
End of the line! Die already, asshole! You gotta reload sometime, asshole!
Nice.
Idiots are trying to shut down the adrenaline field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Hurry, damn you!
You'd best hurry it up. My son is quite capable of stopping you if he gets in here.
I'm opening the main door.
That's
Hurry!
right.
The
You need to
adrenaline
shut
field is
down
down.
the containment field in order to open the door. Apparently, even the simplest task is beyond your capabilities. Straight return. Now, I will finally be free.
girl. Let's do this. Let's go. Straight, rookie.
Get the hell out of here!
Jump move.
This bitch is bulletproof!
Something good on you. I'm dead already.
Go! What else you got? Where'd you get? Didn't stay away.
Fine! Keep your
Lights
shit!
out for you.
Kill them, quickly!
Man, fuck this! I'm out!
Kill them, quickly!
Motherfucker!
Kill them, quickly! Hurry!
Don't you die on me!
We'll take some time for him.
Not that it's hot.
Chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremlin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
If you don't set the generators soon, he'll free himself, and then we're all dead. Don't listen to him. Do not let him out.
Do the right thing. Let me out of here.
As soon as you set the Abremlin generators, I can end this.
Everything my son has told you about me is a self-serving lie. That must be obvious now. Please, just open the door. Think back on everything Jack has told you. Who do you think is really the crazy one here?
2 more to go. Hurry! We're running out of time.
Everything my son has told you about me is a self-serving lie. That must be obvious now.
Just set the last generator and I can end this. I think there's still time.
Do the right thing. Let me out of here.
He's lying.
Think back on everything Jack has told you. Who do you think is really the crazy one here?
Hurry. His powers are returning. That's it. Don't worry. Safe radiation won't harm you. I'm sorry, Father. I did everything I could to avoid this. I believe I was close to finding a way to remove the artifact.
Liar! Depend upon me here forever if you'd had your way, puny worm. Do you truly think you have the power to destroy me?
Goodbye, Father.
Anything useful?
There we go.
We didn't have any other choice, did we?
What would he have done if he'd gotten free?
Oh, he would have killed both of us. And then the rest of my family. And that would only have been the beginning. His crimes, back when he was free. It was only because of my family's influence that he ended up here, rather than on death row, a world made for monsters. Nothing could have stopped him. No, I've answered my own question. We truly had no choice.
What now?
I need to bury my father and shut down this place. I won't be back here again. Before you go, I couldn't have done this without your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
You don't need me anymore.
No, without Parsons to run, I don't think I'll need such an extensive staff.
Great. Thanks.
One more thing. I've done so much research on the artifact. I may be able to do something with it. Come back and see me at Cabot House in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.